Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod, version 1.6, and this is our dock system over here at our lake, our central lake we're calling it. And I wanted to start over here instead of over in the New Forest area because of a comment that came in. Green Ice 212 noticed something. At least I think this is what she was referring to by the storage kind of over by the dock workshops in the center area. Is this right here? Wasn't sure that there was access going into these guys. There's pathways right here, no problem, even though this isn't storing anything. But I swung around the other side and realized the access point is right there. So I missed this one, though they are storing something there. What I think I'll do is run access along the side here just to be certain that everything is accessible. Over here, I don't think these are access points. I think on the dock workshops it was only from the sides going through. But let's go ahead and run this anyway. No, what do I want? Themes, docks. So let's do that. And that. Okay, they'll be able to walk around. They can access from the ends, from that side, from that side. There should be no problems now. Back for that matter, yeah, why not? Let's do the same thing over here. We no excuse as to why they can't get from one place to another now. There we go. Alright, now is that enough storage? Let's think about that. We've added these four. We've added these four. We've added these three. It probably wouldn't hurt to put some more storage over here. These storage don't upgrade in any way, right? Nothing there and nothing there. So no upgrade available. Yeah, let's do that over here. That would be this big guy. I'm thinking he might fit here. He will. Now, he is access from that side. Okay. So we'll put him against the dock right there. And anything else? Let's put... Can't put one right here, can we? Yeah, we can. And that is the back of a house and no access. Yeah, let's do that too. So he's right there. There can be no doubt now that we're going to have enough storage to run this little area. Now, housing is an issue. We built enough houses to satisfy the jobs we added, but we also ran into a problem down here. I had added a bunch of houses at this end, and that satisfied a lot of the need over here. But over here, turns out that there is still a little more need. I did this and kind of clicked around, and they're taking off from all over the place trying to find places to live. So the pathways aren't that far, but I think it's enough to justify maybe 3 or 4 more houses out over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I guess I can get the game running. Yeah. Houses are there. Let's put in a salt box. Let's see here. How best to do this? Let's continue over here yet. Another trader has arrived. Let's put in him there. And that is a road there. Students, laborers, the reserve of firewood is low. Firewood is low. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that yet too. What am I doing here? What I think I'll do is turn off, well, I only have one furniture maker actually running. The rest are fancy furnitures. Let's grab this house. One of those there, one of those there, and let's do 2 more. Stone house. Do a town abode. Kind of like... Oops, that's backwards. There. And town abode. There we go. And he'll be a little different than the others. Okay, there's 6 houses there, so there's 12 jobs. That's going to satisfy any other needs down here. firewood and everything, really. All the fuels. We are really lacking them. I don't quite understand why. I mean, we did take that migrant wave, that is nomads. It just didn't seem like it was enough to throw everything out of sync. And yet, we're just kind of crashing all around. Food, logs are still being used up tremendously, but we're not getting the fire bundles. We're not getting the firewood. What do we have in the way of charcoal, of coal right now? We could supplement with some coke fuel. Coal, quite a bit, because we stopped making iron ore. We turned the iron mine into a coal mine. Iron ore, still 3,700. Let's turn this guy on. Have him make coke fuel. We'll add 2 workers there. And I do want to add 1 more firewood in. Let's do that up in this area. And that'll get me into talking about this area too. Off camera, I went ahead and loaded this area up. So this is the new forest node area with the 2 foresters and the 2 hardwood foresters. I threw in a bunch of storage for each one of them, and then more housing, the market. Over here, I did another quick little market and more houses for these guys, and then put in all of the, I think, 3 sets of gatherers and hunters in the area. So 4 foresters running 3 sets of food gathering in there. So that's going to give us a big bonus in about 30 years when it all gets built. We do have a tremendous amount of jobs queued up right now, and that's fine. They're going to start at the core, and they're just going to build outward, and as they get further along, they'll get further along. Not too worried about the rate at which we do this. Early winter, this is an orchard, something that makes lots of food. So we're going to go straight to, let's go to olives. And that is a 1-person job. And add a worker and pick up. Okay. Got a crop field. I want to get grains, all the grains in this area that I can, because we've got the windmills right there. So this is going to be, let's see, we did set you aside. Click through. Move you over. You are oats and corn. Alright, let's get a wheat in over here then. So wheat, because we are running out of wheat down at the other end. That will be 1 worker, pickup, and another person. Okay, over here, orchard. Let's do coffee over here. And that will be pickup, 1 worker, and hired. Okay. Hopefully they get this guy done. They've been just a few clicks away from finishing this for way too long now. No, actually they haven't started it. They just got all this cleared. Okay, and still nobody's assigned to it. I prioritized it off camera, and it hasn't done any good. So even though I prioritize it, if it's too far away, they're not interested in working on it. They've got their own set of priorities that they work with. Unfortunately, hardwood forester, there's 1 left to get put in. The large smithy is over here. Alright, that's right. This one, while I was editing, I would know we turned it off to get 1 guy to go move in with somebody else, and I forgot to unclick it. So, and boy, there's a family just waiting to get in there. I was worried that I'd come back to find a destroyed house, but there was still time. Now, the need was to get as many builders and laborers out here. A sundry... Oh, these are peoples. Okay, whew. I thought, what job descriptions are these? A wannet. Builder, builder, child. Builders, builders, builders. Okay, I could use a few laborers. No laborers out here. There's a couple. Wow. Alright. I got rid of all of these shoreman jobs temporarily so that we could get all the builders and laborers living out here instead until we get more of the houses built. I'd say it's probably time to turn on a few of them. These guys here. Let's turn these back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to live out here as well as over here. So 8 jobs. Take that up to 30. There we go. Do we still have clay in the system? We bought a whole bunch of it to be able to absorb that. Yeah, there's still 8,000. Okay. In fact, let's take 2 of these. Well, it's only 4. Okay, we'll leave it there. Eventually we'll turn the other 6 back on. But we still have plenty of clay available for the potters. There we go. Potters and bricks. Okay. This right here kind of got me a little concerned. I made a note when I was editing to add some more workers in here because we bought the 30,000 food not long ago, and surely there was a bunch of it still stored in here because we're still, had so little food available. And I rolled through here and all of it is gone. If we had bought 30,000 food here, it'd be 5 episodes from now before they'd finally get it moved out. So either this is really working quickly, or something happened to a lot of our food, because all those thousands, none of them are here. So hopefully they actually did move them out. But the rate of work out of this guy compared to these is so extremely different that I was a little worried that maybe there was a bug or something and just ate all of our food. So hopefully it's not the case. You can't get what? Probably linen. Yeah, we're having a linen problem. Guess we're going to have to turn him off again. We'll save the linen for our clothing production until that gets caught up again. Anyway, so we've got a bunch of all of these buildings in. Let's take care of you real quick. Again, I want more wheats. Grains. Let's go with oats on this one, because this one is, that's an orchard. Okay, that one is, this is the wheat. Okay, so this one will be oats. Oats. Pick up 2 and 1. Alright. I canceled everything north of this point here. And everything out over here. What I think I want to do is, instead of having the farms the size of the grid, I want to keep this farm size, but I want a little more space beyond it to put the farmhouse and the barn. So I want to kick these rows a little further out. I didn't want to undo all this and redo it. So from this point on, I put a double road in, and from this point on we're going to put in the 10 by 15 plus another 5, so like a 10 by 20's worth. Leave enough room to get a farmhouse and a barn, and then who knows what else just kind of scattered in and around there. So a little more space to be able to do things. That's right, there was another trader. I didn't catch him. Alright, I was clicking on that all the time and it didn't even notice there was an extra bump there. So let's pause and work through this. Trade, he brought us stuff. Now the native artifact. That's not something we need to deal with right now. So what? Oh, dates. I could buy a date for $2,000. What if we put back into this place? Do we have? I did go through between episodes and pull all of the tinned foods back out. So that's what took us from 22 up to 28. There's 1,000 fruit and 1,000 vegetables in each of the traders. So that's helped out. In fact, out of curiosity, are they all gone? Tinned. Yep, they're all gone. That's zeros. So this trading post is just really fast compared to this one. Inventory. Tinned. Oh, they got these out as well. We do have 5 people in here now. Okay. And this one, they're all gone. Okay, good. So let's go back to this one, go to trade, and I think we still have lots of things to trade with. So let's go ahead and grab all the food one more time. Seeds, though. Well, let's not worry about seeds just yet. Let's continue buying all the food we can. 4,000 for a seed is a lot to absorb when we need to be buying all the food that we can afford. So let's get 2,000 dates. Frog legs, yeah, we'll do that. Oops. Eggplant. Keep hitting that wrong button. There we go. Seeds, corn, yep. Cotton. I don't know. I think we were getting kind of low on cotton because we stopped growing it down there and we haven't replaced it up here yet. So yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the cotton this time. And flax if we see it. Smoked cheese, we're not going to buy the 4s. Reeds. We should have lots and lots of reeds. It's processing them that we're behind on. 6,000 reeds still, yeah. Alright, so 10,000. Let's see here. What do we want to do that out of? Let's go to the bottom and work our way back up. Whole components. Yeah, there's 1,200 right there. We'll come back to that. Full livery. Plenty of clothing. Okay, we'll do all 200 of that one. And another 6,400. Fancy homewares. I think we'll hang on to those to the last minute. We can do all the stone statues, though. So that's 3,500 right there. No, that was supposed to be a 50. Back up. There we go. Now, that didn't work. Well, that's not the backspace. That's why it's not working. 50. Fancy furnitures. We've got quite a bit of that back in. Healing oils. There's probably quite a few in there. I need 12. That's 1,200 right there. Alright, down coats. I don't have any back in here yet. Wood statues. So there's another 1,600. So that almost does it. Or does it do it? Overpaying by. Yeah, it does do it. So take that back to what? 220. What's 44 look like? Oh, I saw the 48. Go back to 36. 35. Alright, additional 20. What can we do that in? 1 peacoat. There we go. Trade and dismiss. You, I'm guessing just arrived. I'm still going to hold off on turning on the game again until I'm certain that he wasn't the first one. He's been there the longest and he's about to hit his timer and just suddenly leave. Don't know if it'll do that on you. I know after a while they do give up. Will it do it while you're on the trade screen? I don't know. Bricks, we should be fine. Clay, we are fine. Fire bundles, yes. And firewood, yes. Coal, no. Tools? No, we're fine on tools. So I think that is a load there. Okay, 5272. Start at the bottom of you as well. Work our way back up. We'll grab 20 of these. Ale, sure. What does that do to us? Another 2,500. Maple, no. Pub meals, yes. So 2,500. That was 500. Try that again. 12. So 6s. 2 of those gets a 12. Alright, trade and dismiss. Game on. Get these guys going. He's rolling in. No, he's rolling in. Guessing he's going to go there. So we'll go ahead and wait a minute. This is flax, right? No, that's silverware, and this is flax. Okay. You trade and brought us probably animals. Yep. Dismiss you. Okay. So I was over here looking at this thinking, what do we do with some of these spaces? There's a house and a shed and a house and a shed. A little farm in there. Whoa. We have an exodus going on over here. Nice. They are going to work. If these were bigger, I could do more in here. That's what I was coming up with. You're going to be making us steel tools. We're going to fully employ you. The log carts are already there, and the other one is a steel cart, or iron cart, yep. Alright, good. That one's done. So we are starting to plow through some things. Lots of people's being born. Good, good, good. You are a plantation, and I think we need to concentrate on flax. We need to get that going again. So flax, don't do that. Alright. You down to 1, up 1, pick up. Okay. You are done. Are there any more that haven't been queued up yet? Yes, you two haven't been queued up yet. Just 1. Okay. So I think we'll put the houses over here. We'll make farms out of these. That is a crop field. That is an orchard. That is a crop field. Let's put another crop field over here. So we want you. I'm going to start right there. 10 by 15. That's not right. Zoom in. Right there. Right there. Okay. Let's queue this up too. See if there's any chance of getting this done before spring hits. That's probably going to distract a whole bunch of these guys, unfortunately. That will all want to have to do other things, but maybe they'll clear these out really quick. We still have that stockpile there. I'm going to leave that there for a while yet. Alright, so what else is in my notes to get done? Farm market. I got to think about markets out here. So I asked them to pull this road out. There's just enough room because we've got this market here. We've got this little guy going in right here. That's not him. There. Right there. And that's it for markets. We need something to cover the rest of this area. The farm market it's got a huge span. Huge sphere of influence. So if he went in right here, we'd do a pretty good job of covering things. And he's one space too big to fit into these guys. So I kicked that road off to move it over one space. So we'll put him right there. We'll move this up 1. So there's a market to go in. And that covers most else of what we're doing right now. So I like that. That can go in. These guys are done. What else is on the list that is important? I think I've covered all of the comments. Let's get back over here. Okay. Let's look at these guys. We've got our water scavengers in. All the different things we can bring in now. Seaweed, crayfish, mussel, oysters. I think the logs are an accident. Every once in a while they bring you in a pearl, which you can sell in your market. I wonder if the gem cutter can do anything with them. That'd be nice. Another pearl. Quite a bit of random things coming in here. 1 worker. This was not a full year, so I would imagine we're going to get quite a bit more. So lots of storage available out here now. Okay, so storage at Foresters, I got that done. Check the reclaim house. I was searching offline for these tinneries. We're going to have a lot of rice coming in now. And unfortunately, the soup tinnery doesn't touch rice. At least I didn't see it my first look through. It does corn and wheat and barley and sorghum and oats and rye. All of the grains, but we cannot do rice. I've had rice soup before. It's pretty good, depending on what you mix in with it. But barley soup and all of these other ones, but unfortunately, we cannot tin our rice. That's a shame. We can make the rice wine out of it, which is right there. We've got our 8% full, so it's storage. We're making the rice wine. Yeah. Let's see. That is it on my list. Okay. So from here on out, we're freewheeling it. Got our houses down here. How are we doing storage-wise now? We put this guy in. He's going to start absorbing what these guys couldn't. Food is at 2,300, even with buying all of that. Let's go check that. We bought all that. How quickly are we moving it back out? Looking for things in this column here that are not in that column there. So they have cleared it all out. Hopefully it was actually there to begin with. That's what I wanted to check after I made that trade, and I didn't do it. These guys are incredibly efficient. In fact, I can probably pull one more out of here and be doing fine. So we're at 22,000. Don't know what else there is that we can do right now as far as more food production. Let's check out the histories of these guys. We added the extra worker. There is a little more beef in here. I don't know that there is another employee's worth of beef. There is 1,000 venison. We've had up to 1,600 before. 6s or 7s. 12s. These are all kind of normal numbers. This one's a little bit higher than normal, but you know, I've seen 12s and 14s and 16s. 12s. I'm not convinced that the third employee really does much good here. Really not. And I got to thinking about this one. I think we're going to get rid of the ducks and concentrate more on chickens. Get the eggs out of them. The ducks, we do get feathers, but not, we get that at the chickens too. Duck 200, well, duck 1240. This is the same size over here, chickens. Chickens 82? Okay, that's odd. We have room here, here, there. So 3 sides. But still, that's quite a difference there. Huh. So I wonder if duck you concentrate on meat, whereas the chickens you get to concentrate on the eggs. That is a lot of duck. 1240. All right, we'll leave him alone. He's pulling his weight. How are we doing now on these guys? 2,000. That's good. Only 14 last time. 10,000 or 1,000, 1,000, 17. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do? You really can't find enough deer or venison? How are we doing out here in the woods? We got plenty of trees again. Gatherers are bringing in 1,000, almost 2,000. Good. Are the gatherers over here? 4 employees. So we've got, not as much. Maybe 1,200 out of that one. Harvester or hardwood forester just went in. And he's good. How are we doing on laborers now? Laborers have really dropped off. Okay, we'll take you down to 35 and 22. We'll try and balance it around there. So a lot of people dying. We still don't have a cemetery. Alright. We are in late spring. This could still plant. And more wheat. So let's do wheat. Yeah, more crops. More grains. So we have 2 oats, 2 wheats, and a corn. Let's work with the wheat. That's what we're using elsewhere as well. So we'll go heavy on the wheat just yet. So wheat, pick up, work, and 1 and 1. Okay. I did something wrong there. Work. Down, up. There we go. Okay. Barn. Starting to grab some things there. Another barn over here. Dry storage. Okay. Silk cocoons are making their way all the way out here? Wow. Okay. So I'm going to use this episode as this weekend's bonus episode. So I think I'll stop it at about 30 minutes. And I might start doing what I did this time on a more regular basis. Get a little bit of work done in between the episodes so that we spend a lot less time watching me trying to put crops out here by braille, trying to see through the trees, things like that. I made some more, I had only made 80 thumbnails for this series, and of course we blew through that. So I made a bunch more, but I do want to bring Ramblington to an end here before long, maybe another month. then I want to get into some other games. Spring is busy for me at work, so I can't really run 2 games simultaneously. And I'm really wanting to get into RimWorld, and there's several other games that are going to be hitting the scene here before long that I want to have the ability to pop into. So I'm going to try to accomplish some important goals here and there, and then call either Ramblington done or on hiatus. It could be that we'll just put them on pause for a little while, then go back and continue the map. Though the further out we go, the further lagged and much time that it takes for the workers to go and do their thing, unless we put another city center out over here somewhere. So there is a point in which Banished gets too big. It might be better to start another town on another smaller map. In fact, I don't think I'll run a big map like this again on Banished. It sounded like a great idea, but it does get too big. If I can only run on 2 speed. If I popped into 5 speed now, I have to pause it to move around because it just gets too laggy. So, with that, set this back on 2, and I think we'll call this one done. Where to go? I think in between episodes, I think I'll get into laying out more farms in this area. Get into laying out the bigger farms. And maybe get this area done right in here. And see how that works out. And be able to show you what I'm talking about by increasing the size. Basically, the same plot of farmland, but the road would be right here. So that this can be part of his farms surrounding him, something like that. Anyway, we'll call this one done. This has been Noble Rambler. Hit the like and subscribe if you would, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.